and welcome to Threat Hunting with Molly, where if it doesn't keep you up at night or scare the crap out of your CEO, it's probably not worth looking for. So, today we're going to take a look at some ransomware, a particularly nasty one, which is always fun. We're going to take a look at BitPaymer. And while the ransomware be like, it's raining, we're raining tears. So thank you, Weather Girls. You are awesome and you are fantastic. All right, so what do we know about BitPaymer? We know that it's ransomware. We also know that it's kind of sneaky, where on occasion it will land on a Friday, sell your access for the weekend for whoever wants to come in and steal things, and then encrypt everything on Monday morning. So that's pretty nasty. Let's see. Loss of files, loss of internet intellectual property. I guess it is bundled sometimes with software, but mostly we're going to see it with phishing. All right, time for the good stuff. Let's take a look at the logs. So we're going to start with PowerShell for this one because this is where the good stuff is. Okay. So, what should we start with? Well, let's start at the top and we'll take a gander as we scroll till we get started. Okay, great. So that was Sysmon getting started using a great configuration file, and I'll link to it because it's absolutely outrageously good. So there we go. All right, they're starting the PCAP. All right, now let's see what happens. Okay, so right off the bat, we've got user execution, and there is the malicious file. And now we've got, this has it categorized as DLL sideloading, but I think what catches me the most is right here. Check out that image. When you ever see a file name with a colon and then another file name, you're looking at an alternate data stream. And what's fascinating is this is something that's always going to be around in Windows, apparently, where you can hide information in the file stream. But if you were to look at 53FNED, you wouldn't see the colon, you wouldn't see the bin file unless you knew it was an alternate data stream. So ding, 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 that is malicious. So that's one to watch for. It happens a couple more times again. Take a look at our directory, app roaming, strange name. And also notice these are not command lines. Okay, that's fascinating too. So in this case, if we were doing command line monitoring, this might not pop up. These are images that were loaded. All right, next one, which is huge. We've actually got a registry event. And what we have, and this is a well-known escalation privilege, where if you can alter these shell open commands with a malicious file, then it will run at elevated privileges. So excellent. We've got a second great technique. And look, there's our ADS file as well. Let's see if anything pops up. Windows management. Now for this particular sample, when I ran it, I ran it for a couple minutes and then turned it off. So we didn't get all the way to the VSS admin encrypting the entire world. I just wanted to take a look at the initial execution. You know, what happens right off the bat when you want to catch it. All right, and then that's pretty much it for our Sysmon. There are more events in there, so always feel free to take a look. The ones we particularly looked at today, scroll up, were image, command lines, parent image, rule name, and user. So those are the ones we pulled out of it. The GitHub has been updated for some more properties that I was missing. So take a look, and I'll put a link too. So for all of you who aren't used to using this particular script called parse sysmon. That can be kind of handy. All right. So there are also system, application, and security logs. So take a look at those as well. All right, Wireshark. All right, let's look at some PCAPs. I found this terribly unuseful, mostly because I probably didn't let it run long enough. But we've got, let's take a look. Satigo, I think that is, well, that's interesting. I think that's one of the tools that was running. Komodo, pointer files. I've got that. I didn't see a lot, you know. I could take a look at this 151. One that did catch my attention, although it is not malicious, but it's a new thing I'm seeing with Windows. Mm-hmm. Oh, where are you? There it is. Check app. So this is fascinating. When I turned off Windows Defender to actually run the file, because Windows 10 did catch it, it asked if I wanted to check it online. And I think that's this check app execute on Microsoft.com. So kind of interesting if you see that in your own travels as you go through. Yep. Yeah, I've got some multicast. So other than that, there's no SMTP. That was our DNS. We had very little HTTP, which is just here. And I think there was, yeah, we did have some SSL traffic, but without certificates to grab. So moving on down the line. All right, so here we go. If we were going to do an anomaly hunt for a BitPaymer sample for the initial execution, I would probably run with, basically if you see ADS anywhere, bad news bears, right? No good. No, there is no legitimate reason to use ADS, even for all those wacky admins out there. No, ain't gonna happen. So that's a dead ringer. All right, if we take a look at a TTP hunt, what's your style? Phishing usually comes in. Your registry key, shell open command. Now that's not specific to BitPaymer, but it's a really good indicator. If you see that registry key being altered and you've got some sort of malicious or unknown file attached to it, yeah, take a look. And I guess in this case, if you see that and an ADS data stream, you might have a pretty good indicator for BitPaymer. So I want to thank you so much for watching Threat Hunting with Molly. And remember, if it doesn't keep you up at night or scare the crap out of your CEO, it's probably not worth hunting for. So like, subscribe, all that fancy jazz if you like this, and we'll see you at the next one.